From the versatile Mazda CX-50 to the bold and elegant Mazda CX-90 to the best-selling Mazda CX-5. Don't just move. It's time to move and be moved, and come experience Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Hey, down there, Johnny A.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Good to see you too.
Second day back
again.
after the minor. We talked about it right here yesterday, so it's no surprise you had a hiatal.
What was it called? A
Paraesophageal.
paraesophageal
I can't
hernia
forget that word.
repaired.
Yes.
And he got in there and said, what we didn't see with the scans is your whole stomach was missing. He said your entire
Well, it was-
stomach was sitting above
Yes.
your diaphragm.
That's
They found it.
alarming.
And your heart was like sitting on top
missing.
of it.
I didn't even know that could happen.
Me neither.
Well, this job will literally get you upside down.
Well,
And
absolutely.
it's, what did you do?
We're gonna start calling Johnny Stranger Things.
Up the upside down, exactly right.
Okay, that's my last surgery, though, because you know what?
Yeah? You done?
Last December,
Yes.
I had the lower hernias done.
Okay.
This December, the upper hernia. And I'm like, I told one of the nurses that's my age, and I said, is this going to happen now? Every December I have surgery now that I'm getting older? So on the way out that afternoon after surgery, a lady behind the desk that had heard all of this said, see you next December.
Oh, God.
So, no, ma'am.
Then you should have said buy two, get one free. It
Right, exactly.
might have been two already. Give me
Third
one
one's
for free.
There you go. You said you had the lower, you had the upper, you got the
Yeah.
middle, because that's kind of where I got to go next. But the
Umbilical?
You have an umbilical hernia?
the umbilical is much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Compared
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like what you had done right there, and so. I mean, I've got to get that taken care of, but you don't want to get one of those. Get the third one.
Don't
free?
you?
Come
don't,
on.
Liz, don't you love this? We got three men over here that are very cognizant of their
I
health.
really do.
He went upper and lower. He's going middle. I'm going rear because I've got the I scheduled. You guys should be
Did
proud.
you?
Don't look at me
You
like that.
did?
Colonoscopy?
You scheduled
I scheduled it.
colonoscopy?
Yeah.
I just got mine there. Yeah,
I
good for you.
I was inspired by
There you
that.
go.
Wait, see, this
This will be my inaugural.
The inaugural.
This is
Oh
why
my
men need to talk
gosh.
about this because it
Yes.
inspires other men. I'm so
Yeah.
proud. I'm really proud of
so
all of y'all.
damn easy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, real
gosh.
quickly, is it normal for them to completely knock you out? Is that normal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Now look, it's not general anesthesia.
Yeah.
It's propofol, which is comes right out. They
It doesn't
only-
have to be though. Propofol. Mine was not.
Right.
And so
Right.
there,
Well,
but
they
there's
wanted
different
you
levels.
out.
Right. Exactly. But exactly. One thing, they're like, no, we don't want to deal with him. But just talk with you. They'll have conversations, and it would be all good. The worst part about it, and Johnny can attest, is the prep. And you'll be fine. You just have fun in your toilet for a few
If they
hours.
ever want to do the upper and the lower at the same,
Oh, that's a whole other
don't
level. Yeah.
do it because you'll cheat yourself out of that second dose of propofol.
Stop.
That's why
Stop.
I shouldn't do it.
Michael
I thought this
Jackson
was going to be like
messed
a
it up
insurance
Stop.
thing,
Stop.
a money-saving thing.
I'm still under the
Yeah, the surgery didn't
Yeah.
cure any of that.
He has a
influence.
running joke with his anesthesiologist.
geez.
Yeah. I called my brother in Texas and said, I got surgery. Instead of going, what happened? What's going on? He goes, what are they going to do? Add a tail? Like, thanks.
I was about to say they're going to get the wrong idea about China. I was like, no, I think they got the right idea.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
If they
Nailed
know
it.
him, they won't think anything of it.
Well,
Anyway.
good for him and good for you.
Yes.
And is it going to be good for us when it comes to our forecast? We got to get through some stuff today.
Yeah, we really do. We got some of that stuff on radar. Matt, Liz, Johnny, thank you so much. Welcome to your Friday. It's every bit as wet as we advertised, and temperatures starting off in the lower 70s. We're going to work our way to the upper 70s in the afternoon, and definitely you're going to want to take a few extra minutes to get to where you're going. Well, this happened yesterday. We thought that we could get a record, and we actually did. We hit 82, beating yesterday's record of 81. This, by the way, that's today's record of 83. We're not going to touch that, obviously, because of the rain. I wanted to show you, well, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that we do have the risk of excessive rainfall today. My graphic just kind of zoomed right past it, and that's a big part of the reason why we've got the flood watch in effect. Not only today, it runs through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not going to have to be expanded or extended. I don't think that it will. Meanwhile, we did have, yep, it's still there, but it was taken away. You're going to see that quick flash right there. That was actually a tornado warning. It's not in our viewing area. That was in Washington Parish, which is all the way out by Bogalusa, going out to Mississippi. Again, outside of our viewing area. Fingers crossed, and I'm looking at it really hard right now, especially between Kentwood and Macomb. We haven't seen any severe warnings in our viewing area. Again, let's hope that we can keep that going, but certainly the possibility for severe weather is going to be there. The cold front goes back to the Texas and Louisiana border. The moisture goes all the way back to the Texas and Mexico border. So yeah, we're going to be socked in for the next 24 hours. Now, that doesn't mean that today is is going to be a gate-to-gate rain, because it won't be. We're going to get a couple of hours where we catch a break. So this is round one. We already had it. Round one is what we just had. Round two is going to be in the afternoon. That's what you're looking at here, and that could produce a couple of heavy downpours. And then later on, round three, that's going to be late night tonight, overnight into Saturday morning. Now, here's kind of the bad news I have for you. This is early Saturday morning. Now, we knew that. That's not a surprise. But this, it looks like the rain showers on Saturday. The models don't agree, but I really think the rain's going to be pesky to get out of here, and it might not get out of here until later Saturday. So the bad news is, if you have outdoor plans Saturday, they might need to come inside, or they might need to move to Sunday, because that at least is going to be the dry day. So here's the timing of the front. The front sweeps through. I've got it through the area by 10 a.m. But again, we're going to have lingering showers behind that front. Also, we have the level 2 severe threat. Now, we had this yesterday, but the difference is now today they've put it all the way down to the coast. So now it encompasses our entire viewing area. This is the same thing that I mentioned yesterday. There is a risk of flooding. It's not a high threat, but it's definitely there, and it needs to be taken seriously over the next day or so. We could see a general 2 to 4 inches across the viewing area. So far, so good this morning. We've already had about a ½ inch right here in the Baton Rouge area. 78 degrees for the high. The overall rain chance is 90%. And again, it goes up again in the afternoon. And it stays relatively high overnight tonight. And we could still see a couple strong thunderstorms overnight into daybreak Saturday. So keep that in mind as well. Also, we finally not only dry out Sunday, but we're going to have a significant cool down. I still think it's possible that when we wake up Monday morning, we could be waking up to a light freeze. How about that for a change? It is now 7:08. Let's make it 7:09. Johnny A., how are the roads holding up in this wetness?
Well, we have some problems that are probably weather related. As a matter of fact, first of all, the interstate traffic coming out of Denham, that's normal traffic. People are slowing down with the wetter streets. I-10 eastbound right past Bluebonnet, that's an issue due to an earlier crash. They are still working right past Essen before you get to the 1012. Now that the sun's coming up, you can kind of see better the activity. So we have things on the left shoulder, we have left shoulder, things on the right shoulder. Let me back up and look right here. Look at the tail lights flashing right there. That possibly is someone that spun off because of wet, slick streets. So before, right past the Essen overpass, right here between Essen, closer to the 1012, this far left side of the interstate always holds water. If you have a heavy downpour in a short amount of time, that left lane is going to really throw you for a loop if you hit that. Posted speeds are 60, but we go 70, 75 in that area sometimes, unfortunately. And if you hit that left lane in that heavy rain where that water has been sitting for a while, it's going to cause you to lose control. Not saying that's what happened, but we have seen weather-related issues all morning, and that's one of them. I-10 westbound, right past Essen, backups are right before the Bluebonnet overpass is where you start to see some brake lights. 7:10, you're watching WAFB 9 News Now, and it is a little chance for you to get some headlines here on our streaming platform that you may miss on the air. So come right back. Liz and Matt will be with you for those next.
(7:11) your time right now. Focusing in on a few things, and the rain coming through, Liz. Apparently, we saw maybe an issue on the drive, seeing an issue with power outages. Entergy right now, especially in East Baton Rouge, we're at 1,500 about?
Yeah, that last check, that's what it was looking to be about. Right now, we're noticing the biggest issue is that blob of red right there. That's kind of on Riga Road, right between Airline Highway. That's a pretty industrial part of that way, but we do know there are some residential folks who live in that stretch. We're tracking, as Matt mentioned, about 1,500 customers in East Baton Rouge Parish without power. We're also tracking them in Ascension, very few, and then Livingston Parish. You see that light lit up in red, almost looks like a Christmas tree. 400 customers there without power. Estimated restoration times are between 7, 8, and 9 o'clock this morning. Now, we are also tracking outages in Demco. That has reduced significantly over the last 2 hours. Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office was working a crash on South Satsuma Road that took out a little bit of a power line, but Matt, they're working at it. You mentioned all morning it has to be safe for power crews to get out there, and that's why they were able to get it done.
We'll keep you in the know. I want to keep you in the know here because there's an investigation going on right now. BRPD saying a woman was critically injured in a shooting last night. This is Columbus Dunn Drive in Baton Rouge. Liz, this was the third of 3 shootings in a very active Thursday.
Multiple investigations as BRPD is investigating 3 separate shootings just from Thursday. As for this particular incident, we're working to find out more about what led up to that woman being critically injured. If you know anything, you see it happen during the daytime hours, call that tip into Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Want to save a life? Got a great opportunity for you. Save a few lives. How about the St. George Fire Protection District? They got a blood drive going on with Vital. A little bit of a competition, if you will. Scan that QR code. You can pick a slot that works for you anytime between 7:30 and 10:30 this morning. Again, opportunity to save a few lives.
If you are in need of food, well, make your way to the Iberville Parish Bayou Sorrel Bayou Pigeon Fire Station. That's off of Highway 75. Today, the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank and Iberville Parish, they'll be distributing food. This is for families in need, so you will need to prove that you're on a need-based service, right? So you'll need your driver's license or a utility bill to prove your income verification, and start lining up early. 8 o'clock is when they begin, but we know the need is great. So again, they're going to be there off of Highway 75 in Plaquemine.
A lot of folks needing a king cake right now.
Yes.
Matt Venezio was over at the Heavenly Donut this morning, one of the great places in South Louisiana to pick up some of that sweet goodness. So, again, one of the spots, there's never a shortage of a need for king cake right now. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, you can check out his story right there. Again, one of the great spots. And here we go. It is king cake time.
You know, no matter where you get your king cake from, what I love is that you are supporting local bakeries.
Exactly. No, that's great.
This is a big time of year where typically businesses slow down for restaurants and food services.
After the holidays, right?
But king cake season is the bread and butter for so many of our local bakeries. So go ahead and pick up a good king cake.
Matt's usually back here by now, and he's not because he told the newsroom he had to run by his house for a second.
Oh.
He brought those cakes home.
How dare he? We're going to get you, Matt. We're going to get you.
Get
the other one.
From the versatile Mazda CX-50 to the bold and elegant Mazda CX-90 to the best-selling Mazda CX-5. Don't just move. It's time to move and be moved, and come experience Mazda right now at Team Mazda on Airline.